So just please make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you'll be notified whenever we go live, especially on our Sunday evening or afternoon endeavors, because there's going to be a lot of things that we will be talking about, a lot of things that are of interest. Hey, what do you think about the jury selection so far in the George Floyd murder case? Also, do you think that possibly they made the settlement or gave the settlement in the case this early to maybe influence people? You look at it like this. Hey, people are going to say, well, you know what? The family got $27 million, okay? So why don't we just squash it and go on to something else and forget about the officers, that killed him? Hey, they have gone through enough so far. So the family's got money. The officers are shamed. A couple of them haven't gotten their jobs back. So why don't we just leave it like that? Some people are really kind of upset about that. They don't want things to settle down the way that it is. And I was talking with a friend of mine at work, and he was telling me that a lot of cities nowadays, what they're doing is they're paying out these huge settlements, okay? Now, the premise behind that is you pay the settlement, things quiet down after a while, and then you go on with something else. Well, I look at it like this, okay? Instead of the cities paying out the settlements and then saying, let's move on to something else, what the city should be doing, or what the city should be saying, is to the police departments, look what you've caused us. You've caused us to pay $27 million because of what you did. Now, that $27 million that we had to pay out can now not be used for things like police cars, the schools in our city, raises that maybe we'd be able to give the police officers, the streets department, fixing roads and things of that nature. So it just seems to me that a lot of it is backwards right now. These cities are just going on and just making these huge payments and really not thinking about the other direction in which they should be. One other thing that's kind of beginning to make its round in the news, and that is this. 2020 was a real bad year for quite a few people. A lot of us have lost family members. And some people are saying, it's because Governor Cuomo here in New York State didn't, tell the truth pertaining to the old folks' homes, okay? And because he didn't, there were quite a few people that died from this COVID-19 pandemic that the world is seeing right now, but at the same time that the world is beginning to see the tunnel, or the light, should I say, at the end of the tunnel. Well, because of that, there is a bill that the federal government is getting ready to put out, and they're saying this, that if you had a family member die of COVID-19, that what they're going to be doing is giving you a refund, so to speak, on the funeral cost. What do you think about that one? Now, who's eligible for the refund? Well, to be eligible for funeral assistance, you must meet these conditions according to FEMA. The death must have occurred in the United States, including the U.S. territories and the District of Columbia. The death certificate must indicate the death was attributed to COVID-19. The application or the applicant must be a U.S. citizen, non-citizen, national, or qualified alien who incurred funeral expenses after January 20th, 2020. Now, there is no requirement for the deceased person to have been a U.S. citizen, non citizen, national, or qualified alien. And what will be needed to apply? Well, according to the agency's website, people should start gathering the following types of documentation ahead of the program's launch: an official death certificate that attributes the death directly or indirectly to COVID 19 and show that the death occurred in the United States, including the U.S. territories and the District of Columbia. Funeral expenses, documents, receipts, funeral home contracts, etc., that include the applicant's name, the deceased person's name, the amount of the funeral expense, and the dates the funeral expense happened. Proof of funds received from other sources specifically for use toward funeral costs. Now, they're saying that we are not able to duplicate benefits received from burial or funeral insurance, financial assistance received from voluntary agencies, government agencies, or other sources. Approved applicants can receive the funds by direct deposit or a mail check. So, what do you think about that one? If you by chance had a relative, a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother die because of COVID 19, the government is now going to give you the opportunity of possibly recouping just a little bit of the money there. Hey, it's the Don Robinson Digital Generation. I just want to say once again, thank you very much for tuning into the program. Really, I'm glad that you're able to do that. Um, like I say, the weather's going to be nice. The weather's going to be nice. I'm going to be enjoying it, and I know also that you will be too. Hey, what do you think about the schools and the cyber attack in Buffalo, New York that took place the last couple of days? And isn't it something that just before school was about to go back into session, that the cyber attack took place and the FBI and the Buffalo School District told the children that they're going to have to wait until Monday before they are able to have in-class learning once again. Now, you know, it's really something that this happened in the city of Buffalo, because out in Williamsville and other school districts, the Sweet Home School District, well, a lot of the children have been in school for quite a while now. You know, it just seems like the children in Buffalo, New York, and the actual city of Buffalo, they are going to be going through an ordeal in the next few weeks, months, and years. And it just seems, in a way, unfair that the children in the city of Buffalo have not been able, it's been a year now, to actually see the inside of the building. I know, as a matter of fact, you have Dodge Elementary, you have Country Parkway, you have Transit Middle, and quite a few other schools. They have been having school. The kids have been going to school Monday, Tuesday, and they'll have Wednesday off, and then they're going to school Thursday, Friday. That Wednesday is a day when the custodians are able to clean the schools. The children have been kept at, you know, the minimal distance that the Center for Disease Control has asked the school districts. They've been following everything to the letter. The children are wearing their masks, not only in school, but outside the building and also on the bus on their way to school and on their way home from school in the afternoon. There are some buses where the children will probably be sitting a little bit closer to each other, but you know, there's some people are still on the fence pertaining to children being able to or not being able to contract the COVID-19 virus itself. They're going to be actually testing some younger children now with the vaccine just to see if it's effective per se, with the COVID-19 strain. And at the same time, there is a new variant of this strain, which is working its way, so to speak, across the country. So, I just want to know what you think about that one. Hey, Mr. Preston, how are you doing this evening, my brother? Oh, Preston, once I get a couple of extra little things taken care of with this stream, I definitely want to have you on with me. For those of you that don't know, Mr. Preston is an upstanding citizen in the city of Buffalo, New York. What he has been doing is getting a lot of children during the holidays that may not have presents, birthday presents, Christmas presents, Easter presents, don't have food on the table. I mean, so many things. Mr. Preston is one of those guys where he has been unselfishly giving back to our community for quite a few years now. If I'm not mistaken, he just recently was the recipient of the Black Achievers Award. It was, and it's really something, okay? There are a lot of people that, because of this pandemic that we're in, they weren't able to actually get up on stage and do their little speech and, accept the award, how a lot of us are really expecting so many people to be able to do. But the way that things are right now, it's either virtually or you'll have somebody posthumously on stage accepting the award for you, and then they get that award to you. So, Mr. Preston, hey, he's with, oh, by the way, another group called Mad Dads here in the city of Buffalo, and they are doing phenomenal work. All right, they have been for years, and at the same time, whenever you find instances of violence that have been taking place here in the Queen City, well, a lot of times before the police even get there, and after the police leave, the Mad Dads are still on the scene. They're figuring out what happened, and also they're figuring out what can be done to prevent the tragedy from happening again. So, Mr. Book Preston, I just want to say thank you very much, my man, for everything that you have been doing for all of us here in the city of Buffalo, New York. And I promise you that once I get a couple of these little, idiosyncrasies kind of worked out here on the screen, it's going to be a split screen. We're going to be on here together, and we're going to be talking about some of the things that you would like to see done in the city of Buffalo. Also, some things that, you're planning on having done in the near future and beyond, okay? Let's see. Thank you very much for tuning into the program once again. Hit the like, the subscribe button. That way, whenever we're on, especially on our Sunday, see, what's been happening lately is we're kind of doing a test here and there just to kind of get everything situated the way that it really should be. So once we get all that together, hey, I just want you to be a part of this program, only because with you here, what happens is we're able to make things just a little bit better. Hey, hold on. I'll be coming right back at you in a couple of seconds. Stay where you are. Oh man, I had an opportunity of talking with a friend of mine who was sitting over on the side, and he says that from his end things are looking pretty good. Scientifically speaking, there's been a lot that's been going on. Some people have been telling me that they are interested in the Perseverance rover and the belly pan that it just left on Mars. Now, it's really strange. It's a double-minded kind of idea. Some people are saying that if the Perseverance rover actually sees aliens on Mars, that then it will prove that there is life on other planets. Where some people are saying, wait a minute, Is it the Perseverance rover, the alien that's on Mars? If there is actually life there, wouldn't it say that, hey, that's the alien, we aren't? And also, it's really strange that over the last, I'd say maybe 15 years or so, you'll find that the United States of America and this planet not only polluting, leaving trash here, but on Mars, guess what's happening? You have the back shells from these rovers. You have the parachutes from these rovers. You have the sky cranes from these rovers. You have the airbags from these rovers. You have the belly pans from these rovers that once they're used, they're discarded. Isn't that us crashing another world? I mean, it's really strange, isn't it? Up in the corner here, what you'll see is Mars now. So that's going to be something that we're all going to be getting together and talking about in the near future. Hey, we're going to end this test of the Don Robinson Digital Generation. And please make sure that you tune in on Sunday evenings, all right, starting at 6 o'clock. This Sunday will probably be our last test because we are almost ready, okay, to go full bore, so to speak, with the DRDG. Once again, thank you very much for tuning into the program. Hit the like button, hit the bell, and please make sure that you subscribe.